Simonides wrote, "It is said that virtue, or arete, has her dwelling place above high rock cliffs hard to climb, and she is not to be seen by every eye, but only by one who with sweat and determination climbs to the peak." That was our friend and yours, Stephen G. Miller. Like Heracles, he labored with others to revive the games, excavate the stadium, erect columns with a drive born from his own fierce genius and out of love for the community and the people here in Nέμεων. He gave body, soul, and mind not only to the past glory of Greece, but to its present and its future. And yet, unlike many men who achieve greatness, he did not only love himself, he loved ancient Nέμεων and he loved you. He loved the roses that lined the walkway to the temple of Nέμεων Zeus. Once, when we were cleaning the lichen from the starting line before the Nέμεων Games, he told me about the different tones that were made during excavation when one struck a different surface. There was music in the stone, the bronze, the ceramic, he said, and he loved that as well. He loved the people, respected honest labor, and dismissed flattery and the siren song of fame. In 2016, a British news service offered to intensify their media coverage of the Games if Stephen was willing to remove registered runners from competition and give their places as perks to the media elite. This was unacceptable to Stephen Miller. Our friend and yours was truthful, honest, and fair because such characteristics were the temple columns of his character. Temple columns do not bend or blow over in the wind. Those are grasses and reeds. The man who was our friend and yours did not bend or bow when it meant compromising his integrity or his truth, because such attributes in Stephen Miller were akin to the columns in the Nέμεων temple to Zeus. He did not raise those columns to bring them down for anyone or for any reason. I have participated 4 times in your Nέμεων Games, and the sweetest moment of all came when I saw Stephen Miller dressed as a slave and sitting under a tree as game day came to a close in 2016. He was utterly exhausted. His leg pained him greatly. His wife, Effie, had worried for his health prior to the Games because he gave himself to every detail leading up to that momentous day. This is where he lives, in my memory. Ready with his humor, he is sitting up there on the hill and looking down on the ancient stadium, having persevered, having climbed to the peak of Arete. And should we who remember our friend today forget the man tomorrow, we can take heart and confidence because the stones know the labor of his hand over decades. They don't forget. The trees that encircle the ancient stadium don't forget. And the soil of ancient Nέμεων knows Miller for who he was, a man who rests now at home in the presence of God and leaves those of us who mourn his loss to struggle with words. I know a word, hero. When I first entered the ancient stadium in Nέμεων with my harp back in 2004, I saw the trees that surrounded the stadium and was humbled by what I felt and saw. Before I played the first note on my harp, I said, "Speak to me, trees." And now, in 2001, permit me to say again, in memory of our friend who will continue to inspire our best efforts in this world, speak to me, trees, of the man who showed his RAT in ancient Nέμεων, Stephen G. Miller. Born Goshen, Indiana, United States of America. Died August 10th, 2021, in his beloved Greece. Ευχαριστώ.